Godzilla Minus One.
This film is the antidote if you are suffering from severe Hollywood sickness. All the complaining we do, the videos we make criticizing Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Hollywood in general. All the things that drive us crazy about modern Hollywood. The bad writing, the bland characters who have completely flat story arcs, the general lack of care and talent. Well, this film, Godzilla Minus One, this film doesn't have any of those current problems that are dragging modern Hollywood films and TV down into the gutter. This film has no woke agenda, no forced diversity, no latest social message bombardment, just creative people making a great film with a great script. Godzilla Minus One also has that one thing that seems to go missing a lot in recent Hollywood monster movies, and that is, it's character driven. And the characters are so well written and portrayed that you could literally remove our big lizard friend here and you would still have a good film. A film about the struggles of a returned serviceman returning home to the ruins of his former life and dealing with the shame of not being the hero he thought he should be. Godzilla Minus One is a film about what it is to be a man during times of crisis. The pressure to be brave, to make sacrifices, to provide and care. All these things are explored in this film. Yes, a Godzilla film. But there is one thing everyone is getting wrong about this film, but we'll get to that later. Clickbait. This is a film about being a man. Men are celebrated in this film. We better warn the woke tards. And unlike a lot of the recent Marvel and all of the Disney Star Wars content,
let's not talk about that.
The characters in this film actually feel real. They act in a real manner. They speak in a real manner. Thanks to the help of some subtitles, they have believable relationships, and God forbid, there is even a love story. An element of storytelling that Marvel and Lucasfilm have mostly removed in the fear of upsetting the latest attention-seeking cancel group. The characters in this film are allowed to have flaws and problems to overcome and learn from, which is such a relief after watching so much of the Hollywood garbage.
I can't.
And we haven't even got to the Lizard King yet, and boy, is it glorious when he turns up. This Godzilla is a killing machine. None of that overused, sympathetic villain bullshit here. This Godzilla is no accidental hero like the American Godzilla movies. He doesn't save humanity by fighting other monsters. No, this Godzilla is here to destroy and kill. And let me tell you, he is great at the destroying and killing part. In this film, you feel the power of Godzilla and the fear he brings. Unlike the mindless explosions and destruction you get in a lot of the Hollywood big blockbusters, where the loss of human life is unimportant and glossed over, here the human toll has gravity and we feel it. It feels that lately Hollywood has forgotten how to write truly scary monsters. They always feel the bloody need to give them human emotions. Thankfully in this film, the human emotions are saved for the humans. We're the monster. They're just a killing force of nature. Quick break so I can help you set the mood at your house with the Galaxy Projector, an awesome little device that'll make your holidays special. Ever want to look up to the night sky but you don't want to leave the house? Well, now you can with the amazing Galaxy Projector. This cool little device will transform any room into a planetarium and give it a truly unique look and feel. And best of all, it's a smart device. Set the RGB colors, brightness, rotation speed, and on-off timers all from the app. It's fully customizable. It will also work with your Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant, so you can keep those hands free for the important things. Okay Google, set the room to a maximum seduction. Oh baby.
Oh, robot head. I think my clothes just fell off.
And it's not just for the lounge room. Oh no, this portable device can transform any room into the heavens. The kitchen, the bedroom, even the bathroom. The Galaxy Projector is also energy efficient, so you can sail through the galaxy every night and not worry about those power bills. And with Christmas around the corner, the Galaxy Projector makes the perfect gift. Who wouldn't want to be gifted the stars? Get your Galaxy Projector by clicking the link below and use the discount code ROBOTHEAD to get 15% off. That really makes it a great holiday gift. Get the Galaxy Projector this Christmas for yourself or a loved one and turn any room into the Robot Head dreamland.
Oh, robot head. Take me to another stratosphere.
The story for Godzilla Minus One is set at the end of World War II and revolves around a kamikaze pilot who decided not to go through with the whole human sacrifice part of his job. So, already 5 minutes in, we have an interesting character. A guy that must deal with the fact that in his culture, he's going to be considered a coward that has let his country down in a war that his country just lost. His journey to find some type of peace is moved along by all the people he meets in his journeys, from his fellow soldiers to the people in the destroyed town he calls home. All of the characters around him have their own story. They have their own story arcs to move through. Our pilot's neighbour has a better story and gives a better performance than most of the leads you will get out of modern Hollywood these days. And she's just one of many. Our pilot meets a young woman, a baby, and a team of new work colleagues, and all of them are interesting. And by the end of the film, we care about all of them. We want every single one of them to survive, which is the opposite of what we normally feel in these type of movies. Usually we're on the monster side. There are story elements dealing with love, loss, bravery, dignity, and what it is to be a man, which his work colleagues really try and help him with, but not in the Hollywood cliched way. They want him to be happy, but they're happy to point out when he's getting it wrong. All of the relationships in this film were written by someone who actually understands people. The relationships have depth. The characters haven't been written to teach the audience a lesson in the latest Twitter social trend. They are all written for us to feel something about human relationships. You really feel that the Godzilla Minus One filmmakers really want to entertain their audience, which is what good filmmaking should be all about. Weird concept, I know. There's also some nice insight into how the Japanese view the war and their part in it, as well as how their soldiers were treated by their own government. Yes, all of this in a monster film. And there's another thing that was good. That's right, the big fucking lizard. Who, combined with the sound design and the amazing score, fucking rocks. This character-driven monster story is so good that every time Godzilla turns up, the excitement level peaks because the film got us to care about the characters. All of them. And we're on their side. Not Godzilla's for a change. But there's something that everyone's getting wrong about this film. Clickbait. There's been a lot of talk regarding the production costs of this film. $15 million to be precise. And how this film looks amazing for the money spent. But I don't agree with that, because this film looks fantastic regardless of how much money was spent. I was more captured by the look of this film than I've been by any other film for a long time. For me, tangible models and sets look far more cinematic than CGI overloaded filmmaking, which ends up looking more like a video game. Now, that might have more to do with the films I grew up with, and my brain connecting more with models that actually exist. But I can't help it. I fucking loved how this film looked. You just can't beat well done practical effects mixed with good CGI. And the CGI in this film is used in a way that resembles doing it practically, which lets your brain go with it. And I'm a sucker for a good monster attacking train scene. I think that goes all the way back to when Robot Father showed a young robot head the 1976 King Kong. That train scene set this little robot head off on my journey of monster love. That King Kong film taught the young robot head quite a few things about life. I also believe that problem solving drives creativity. When you haven't got endless money to throw at ideas and problems, you have to be smart and creative. And that's just what they did here. Quick update, the director just said that it didn't even cost $15 million. He was quoted as saying, "I wish it were that much." Take note of that, Disney, you money laundering scammers. The director, Takashi Yamazaki, who also wrote the film as well as working on the special effects, sure you did enough there, buddy? Has stated that he would love to do a Star Wars movie, as Star Wars is the reason he got into filmmaking. Imagine if Disney would let someone like this just go off with a small budget and do their own thing. Who knows what we would get? But instead we have Dave Filoni blowing $250 million on Ahsoka. God help us. So don't wish for big dumb movies, wish for big smart movies. Wish for more films like Godzilla Minus One, because you can have both, monsters and a good story. And go see it at the cinema.